me show you what I got. Let 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 me show you what I got. Whoa, stop what you're doing right now. You better watch me. You better watch me.
Ooh, the beautiful.
Take a look at this.
Overwatch Cavalry Club Scrims.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Overwatch Cavalry Club Scrims. I am Alex, and I'm joined with Captain Jack and Dank Monkey tonight.
How's it going, everybody? We have got a great matchup for you all tonight. How about it, Dank Monkey?
I commentated Frost and Monarch not last week, but the week before, and I absolutely love watching these teams play.
Absolutely. We got our two platinum teams in here, Frost and Monarch. We're going to see some amazingly sick plays. Are we going to start there on Volskaya there, Alex?
Yes, we're going to go off to Volskaya Industries first. As usual, guys, in the chat, let us know who you're supporting. Give us a hashtag. Are you here for Frost? Are you here for Monarch? Let us know.
All right. I always love this map. It's like a love-hate relationship with attack maps like this, because sometimes it goes really well for you, and sometimes it's just really devastatingly bad. What do you think, Dank Monkey?
It all just completely depends on the comp of each team and how confident they are on that comp against the other comp. Because if they're not, they just get absolutely steamrolled. But if they're confident, there's some pretty crazy fights that can go down.
Absolutely. And with the changes to heroes that have been happening over the past couple of months, especially with Symmetra, we talked a little bit about this on Thursday, being able to do that side flank now with Symmetra and the rest of the team. I know that a lot of people don't like doing it, but me, it's so cheeky to do in gold and in platinum. Like, we'll have like a Junkrat or somebody just kind of like spamming here at the gates so they're not paying attention. The rest of us just run around the backside, get onto the point, and they'll be like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? It's really cool. I always like that. All right, It looks like we're going to go ahead and finally get started. I don't know what was going on with the thing. You were saying something, Dank Monkey?
Yeah, we're seeing Volatile Void playing on Frost tonight, which is really nice to see because she played really well with Frost the last 2 weeks ago. I believe she played with Frost.
It looks like we're requesting a pause. Looks like we're having some issues with gameplay. I've never really understood the millisecond thing just yet. I'm still trying to get it. Does it have to do with like frame rate? Is that what's going on here?
So your milliseconds is actually how long it takes for your signal to get from your input to the server back to where you can see it.
Gotcha.
So if it takes 275 milliseconds, that's a whole 275 milliseconds that it takes from after button press to when it actually happens in game.
Which can definitely be a big issue, I'd imagine.
Oh, for sure. There's some nights that I get to like 800 ping just because my internet isn't the best. But it definitely leads for some interesting games.
Absolutely. That would be absolutely crazy, to be completely honest with you. All right.
I've tried healing at that ping, and it's definitely not a good time.
Be surprised if you hit anybody with that.
Surprisingly, sometimes high ping makes me a better Genji. I don't know how it happens, but maybe I just can't hit my shots, and them helping me out with the ping makes me hit them. So,
I have a feeling I have that same issue on console sometimes. Like, I'll hear myself load up, like, into a game, or I'll respawn, but my body won't show up for, like, a couple seconds. And so I'm just kind of walking around, and I'll find myself like out of the spawn, like halfway to where I'm supposed to be going, and I'm like, oh, hey, there I am. It's the way things work when you're not part of esports.
Definitely sometimes can be a rocky road.
Oh, definitely. All right, we apologize, folks. Like we said before, this is not the Overwatch League. This is not, Overwatch World Cup. We do have technical issues from time to time. So, Dank, tell us a little bit about what happened 2 weeks ago between these two. I don't think I was around for that weekend. So, fill us in on kind of what you saw happen and what your prediction would be for tonight.
2 weeks ago, we saw Monarch sweep Frost. I think it was a 3-0 victory. And we saw some really nice Hamster Winston gameplay on the side of Monarch. It was definitely some of my favorite gameplay from a tank duo that I've seen in a long time. I believe that Frost might have a chance, honestly. They were playing really solid 2 weeks ago, and they definitely put up a fight. If they put up as much of a fight that they did then and practiced in these past 2 weeks, then I believe that they can take this game.
I can completely agree with that. There was even mention on Thursday that we don't get to see a lot of Hammond play, but as people continue to get more comfortable with the character, be able to figure things out. I know for me, it might seem really weird, but one of my favorite places to play is on Lijiang Tower Night Market, because I will set up Hammond's chain on the other door and I will just boot people off the side as they're coming into the point. It's so much fun to do. I just absolutely love it. And if you play a really smart Hammond, that minefield that he has is such a point clearer. Like, a lot of people will just like go onto the point and then just like drop it as it is, and it does a very limited circle. But if you're skilled enough, you get that hamster up in the air, and then you let go of the ult. The mines drop down in a more dispersed fashion over the entire point, and it can absolutely change the way that the match goes. All right, it looks like Chimako is back, and we are back at it. 50 seconds left for Frost to prepare their defenses. It looks like they're going with a long and close range duo on the DPS, Dawnbreaker on the Junkrat, as well as Fire on the Widowmaker. And we're gonna see some Rhine Zarya action as well. So
I really like the Reinhardt and Brigitte combo, especially with Volatile on the Brigitte. We had a lot of problems with her in this past scrim on Thursday, so I'm excited to see her work with Zentoxin, and even more excited to watch Zentoxin work with Jag.
Oh, absolutely. Volatile was just all over the place on Thursday. It was absolutely amazing to watch that Brigitte play. It looks like we're going to have a swap out due to some kind of more connection issues, I'm guessing. Deathsight's going to come in for Rogue. And here we go. It looks like on their side we're also going to see the Rhine Zarya combo, but Clever's going to be on the Genji and Sickbotch on the Doomfist, which isn't something that we see a whole lot of. It looks like they're going with the Death Ball move, using the Lucio with Sion to move everybody in. The shots are going back and forth right now. Not a lot of picks. Chimako getting that first hit on Volatile. Clever following up there on Fire. And they are trying to claim the point as best as possible. Clever is just cleaning up, very cleverly, I should say. Zentoxin able to get Chimako, but ends up falling off the point, and that's gonna be first grab. What do you think went really well for them there, Dank?
They caught the Junkrat out of position extremely early. He was the first one to die in that fight, and that got rid of all of Frost's damage. He didn't have the time to get back to try to help, just because they crashed onto the point way too fast for Frost to do anything there. Ended up being a 6-1 fight.
Absolutely, and just with absolutely nothing to combat Clever right there, it was very dangerous. We're gonna see Dawnbreaker switch over to the Pharah, Fire switching over to the McCree. Definitely an interesting combo. You still got that explosive damage, and here comes the Blade with a Boostio. I think they were aiming for Clever, but just missed that Nano by that much. Blade ends up getting 2. Chimako following up on Zenthoxin. Sikfotch and Psycon getting those other 2. Coming with the second tick, and they're trying to get in there. So much work is going on, but it's the booping is just intense right now. Zenthoxin coming in with the hammer down, but there's the double kill from Sikfotch. And the beat has dropped, keeping everybody up for the side of Monarch, and that is going to be a round 1, folks. Wow.
I think their biggest problem there for Frost was their focus fire. They couldn't focus a target down, and then they got split, which even more splits up your focus fire.
I can completely agree with that, and Clever is just going completely unchallenged right now. I think within that match alone, they got 10 of the maybe 15 or 20 kills that entire round. So with 5 minutes 53 seconds left on the clock, Frost is going to have to do some pretty strong and aggressive tactics to be able to meet that time. Now, we've seen before where they've gotten in at a lower time, that a team's gotten in at a lower time and still pulled it off. But the more time that you have, the better your odds of winning, I always believe. So it looks like we're going to see Monarch coming in with the Junkrat Widowmaker combo, which is what Frost was trying to do in the beginning. Now, as I know, Clever is quite handy on the Widowmaker, so definitely hoping to see some clever shots. It's just my warm up, all right. I'll get there. We'll get to the good jokes later on in the game tonight.
Hey, it's good enough.
All right. It actually looks like Frost is going to be coming in with the Goats combo. Greatest of all time, coming in with the 3 tanks, 3 healers. Volatile still on the Brigitte, Krosky on the Moira, and Dawnbreaker pushing on the Lucio. The question is, will Monarch be ready? We're getting ready to find out.
I'm going to interrupt you just to say, Sipsty, thank you for the sub. We really appreciate the support.
Woo. All right, it looks like they're going to just push right on through. Question is, are they going to be able to get the picks? Jag getting slept right there for a little bit. Chimako getting the hit on Zenthoxin is going to start things off. But it looks like they're doing pretty well at clearing the point. Jack the Nerd getting Sikfotch, but Clever picking off Volatile. Just those picks are constantly coming from behind. Jag trying to take out Clever right there, but Kursky's going to follow up on the Sun. And it's a very even hits back and forth right now. Psycon demeching Jag. Dawnbreaker being taken out by Clever right there. And they are just going back and forth right now. Not even a single tick on the point just yet. And the pin coming in, but that bubble is going to save Fire. Krosky taking out Chimako with the Coalescence, and just so much going on this point right now. Sikfotch with the tire, Psycon taking out Krosky. It's just back and forth right now, but it looks like Monarch is going to hold. That was absolutely nuts right there.
To me, it seemed like Frost took a little bit too long to die in that fight. They lost... who was it? I believe they lost Zenthoxin extremely early in that fight, and by the time he got back, the fight was about a 3v4. He did end up picking up a couple kills, but I feel they should have quick reset and pushed back in while Monarch was still down.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that. Them having the spawn advantage on this is something that they have to take advantage of. With 2 minutes, 10 seconds left on the clock, here they go pushing in once again. They've got a couple of ultimates to be able to use, but Psycon's going to already come in with the beat drop. And the Nano is also going to go on Psycon again, but the picks are just coming in. Chimako getting a triple kill right there. and that's going to be another clean sweep for Monarch.
That was 3 ults used on the side of Monarch. The only ults that they have now to hope for is Grav Tire, but they did use the Earth Shatter, the Nano Boost, and the Beat Drop, so it may not look too good if they end up surviving that tire.
Absolutely, and with Dawnbreaker coming up on the Beat Drop, that's going to be a huge prevalent. Well, here comes that tire. Oh, but Dawnbreaker wasn't able to get it down in time. And that's going to be a double pick right there. And it looks like they're going to hold off for a second. Sickfoch getting taken out early by Jag the Nerd. The question is, can they get back in fast enough so that Sickfoch isn't an issue?
I'm not 100% sure if they're going to get in before he gets there, but they may start the fight. If they can start the fight without taking too much damage to the Junkrat. Ooh, picking off Psycon early.
Oh, there comes the Diva Bomb, but not getting...
Only gets Clever.
Not far enough to get Clever, so that could be good enough, the way that Clever's been dealing out damage, been going incredibly unopposed. Chimako coming in with the hammer down, gets Jag the Nerd and Zenthoxin, but not a lot of follow-up, so Psycon and Sickfoch, the only 2 on the point right now. Jag the Nerd picking off Sickfoch, and Volatile's going to follow up on Psycon, and that is going to be a 0.1 for them with 10 seconds left on the clock. The question is, will the Sun be able to get back to the team and not get picked off early, make it a 5-6 fight? That's a dangerous position to be in as an Ana.
Especially with a Widow like Clever. It was so good that they took him out that early, but it's a shame that it had to be used.
It's a shame that the Diva Bomb had to be what took him out, right?
Yep. I said that completely wrong.
No worries, no worries. Totally understand. Alright. I'm absolutely loving Psycon's play right here, though. Coming in, Volatile using the rally to try to keep everybody together. The Graviton coming in, trying to take out... it looks like Clever switched over to the Mei. Interesting switch, but definitely good for a second point. The Sun taking out Zenthoxin, but Fire is going to follow up on Chimako. Diva Bomb comes in. Boom! Taking out Sickfoch right there. Clever is still going strong, though. Trying to stay up. And the hits are just going back and forth right now. Not really a whole lot of follow-up. Psycon taking out Dawnbreaker thanks to the anti-nade. The Graviton comes in. Having, but a counter hammer down is going to keep them from following up. Clever taking out Zenthoxin, Volatile being taken out by Death Scythe. Incredibly charged up those Zaryas right now. Fire's going to take out Clever, Sickfoch switching over to the Reaper right there, and I think they're going to be able to clear the point. Without a tick to their name, unfortunately. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. A lot of switches on the side of Monarch to be able to contest that. Chimako switching over to the Winston as well during that fight. Why do you think... Go ahead.
I feel like the Winston will be definitely really good here because of how aggressive Frost is playing here, so they're going to have to play to diving their backline, because if they don't dive their backline, then it's all up to Reaper pretty much.
Absolutely. So let's see how... It looks like Frost is going to stick with the composition that they have right now. The question is, how are they going to counter what's going on with the 4 ults in place? Here comes the Nano and the Beat and the Graviton and the Freeze. All 4 ults are coming in. 3 opponents on Frost frozen right now. Deathsight taking out Fire. And here comes another ultimate from Sickfoch. That's 5 ults for the side of Monarch just to hold on to this point right now. Sickfoch following up on Zenthoxin. Dawnbreaker, the only one still left on the objective. I almost question that just a little bit. I don't think Dawnbreaker's realized everybody's kind of gotten off at this point. 1 minute, 17 seconds left on the clock. Frost has got to figure out a way to get in here. And they've got some ultimates coming up online. I feel like the 5 ults used by Monarch to hold that is going to be possibly their downfall here, but Clever on that May has been incredibly... Oh! The beauty bomb coming in from Jag the Nerd, taking out 3. Xanthoxin following up on Death Scythe right there. And there's only 2 left, but none of them are on the objective right now. There's a first tick. 40 seconds left on the clock. Sickbotch trying to get in as the Tracer, but it's not going to be good enough. Jag the Nerd taking out the Sun. Xanthoxin following up on Clever with the Fire Strike. 2 ticks. Xanthoxin taking out Chimako. That 3rd tick is coming, but Psycon trying to hold on. Death Scythe touches the point, but it's not going to be good enough. With maybe 10 seconds left on the clock, we see Frost finally take point 2. That is going to be a difficult defense. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 1 minute to 6 minutes and 33 seconds, folks. Holy smokes. Wow. Frost is definitely gonna have to heat things up on the defense if they're going to make this... Well, actually, they're going to go on the attack first, so they're going to have to be hot to trot getting past this Monarch defense. First time being the right time.
The only thing that I think Monarch should have done there is maybe saved only one of their ults. The Death Blossom could have helped immensely in that. The May Freeze would have helped. Anything that they use could have helped them in the long run.
Absolutely. I think there just wasn't a lot of follow-up with the ultimates that they were throwing out. They had the Nano and the Beat Drop Down. That's enough to be able to suck up a little bit of damage for at least a good 10-15 seconds. You can get a couple picks that way. Throwing down the Graviton could have been good, but nobody was close enough to actually do damage. So when we saw Sickbotch come in as the Reaper, that's when the Blossom and the Freeze were used, because the Graviton had already been used up, and nobody followed up on it. So I completely agree with that. Let's see if Frost can make this a quick one. It looks like they're going with the Goats comp still. We see Clever on the Hanzo now, Sickbotch on the Pharah. The question is that going to be enough to hold them off this first point? Psycon getting that first pick on Kroski, but Xanthoxin's going to check out Chimako. Death Scythe on the Hog is going to follow up on Fire. That's going to be 2 tanks down now. Psycon and Sickbotch just cleaning up right now. Clever following up on Dawnbreaker. 17 seconds left on the clock. Jag the Nerd trying to get away, but is going to get staggered by Death Scythe. Oh boy, 10 seconds left on the clock. Somebody has got to touch that objective. Kroski just trying to get in there, but Clever is going to take him out, and that is going to be a quick round 3, folks. Holy goodness.
I almost think that they should have switched off of the Goats comp there. They tried to run it the first round that they attacked, and it worked. It just didn't work very fast. I feel they needed to run something else, but I mean, the past is in the past now.
Absolutely. All right, so here we go. Round 4. 6 minutes, 33 seconds for Monarch just to get 1 tick. They just got to get 1 tick. Oh my goodness. I am really hoping that Frost has a icy defense prepared, because this is going to be quite the fight. Let me tell you, this has got to be held strong for sure. And it looks like Monarch is going with a rather cheeky comp, if that's what they decide to go. Sickbotch on the Symmetra, Clever on the Bastion. That is going to be incredibly cheeky if they're doing what I think they're doing.
They did run this 2 weeks ago on Blizzard World.
They
were in the same type of situation and did try to run this. They eventually had to swap off, but I'm excited to see it work, because fun Bastion play is jumping behind a shield and then mowing everybody down, not sitting on a payload.
Absolutely. Shoot, who even needs a shield? All right, well, it looks like they're actually going to go for the high ground, not the all-around. Fire going to take out the Sun incredibly quickly. Clever is just mowing down the damage right now, but Jag the Nerd is incredibly charged up after all that Bastion. Clever is going to take out Zenthoxin, though. That's going to be a huge pick. The question is that going to be enough? The teleporter gets them onto the point. Death Sight is holding on alone. Sick Foch is there as well, finally. Clever sitting there on the side, but is going to get taken out by Fire. Fire is on fire right now. Just, the immense amount of kills right there. The question is, is Monarch going to be able to get in before the rest of the team gets back? That's going to be the question here. Right now, with both healers off the point, it's going to be incredibly difficult for them to hold on to this.
Looks like everybody's there on the side of Monarch, but it looks like might try to go around the left side.
Yep, it looks like that's what they're doing. There's that cheat. Oh, the double boop coming in from Fire. Try to be cheeky with Far around. No, sir. Will not be allowed. All right, it looks like they're still kind of stuck on the side. Fire trying to get that pick on Clever, possibly. Gotta be careful, though. That Bastion will mow you down if you're not careful. But the time is ticking away right now, folks. 4 minutes, 45 seconds left on the clock. They're still going for that cheeky side defense. Death Sight getting the hook and hit on Zenthoxin right there. That's, again, going to be a huge pick. Here comes the barrage.
Whoa.
Triple kill. Fire Snowstorm right there. And with
Fire.
the follow-up boop on Death Sight, Fire is just carrying Frost right now. Holy goodness. I am incredibly impressed. I just wonder where this Fire was on their attack.
Fire started playing extremely well once the comp got switched up. I'm impressed by Fire right now, to say the least.
Absolutely. It just an immense amount of damage. Clever, it looks like they're switching things up. Sickbotch going over to the Pharah. Clever switching over to the Widow, picking Fire right out of the sky already. Clever getting that side, but Dawnbreaker going to get the double kill on Sick Foch and the Sun. Jag the Nerd following up on Chimako right there, and they're still just holding the point. Nobody to really counter Clever, except for that big ol' heaping pile of energy from Jag right there. Who says that tanks can't get to the high ground? Am I right? All right,
Are tanks
3
supposed
minutes.
to hold the high ground?
Well, I mean, that high ground you can't really get to without, like, a Symmetra or something, so...
Yeah.
All right, 3 minutes, 13 seconds left on the clock. They're doing incredibly well, wearing down this time. Fire switching over to the Widow as well, getting a pick on Sick Foch, but the res is going to come in from the Sun. Psycon, the only one really around the point. Deathsight trying to use the whole hog, but immediately gets hit by Volatile. Volatile getting taken out by Chimako. Jag the Nerd getting following up on Chimako. Sick Foch taking out Fire, as well as Dawnbreaker. Both DPS are down right now for the side of Frost. The Graviton comes in, but Sick Foch is going to take out Zenthoxin, and that's going to be it, folks. It was an incredible fight right there. That was an incredible defense, but it just was not enough to hold off one tick for even the 4 minutes that they did was incredibly impressive.
Frost started playing extremely well once it came to that second half.
Absolutely, and whoop,
There's the
bye-bye.
boom. Fire.
Beautiful quad right there from Fire. Absolutely beautiful. But the first match of the night is gonna go to Monarch. So go ahead.
Game.
It was incredible, wasn't it, Alex?
Oh my god, I am impressed. I want to see more of that Frost. I definitely want to see more of that Frost defense. I think that if they keep such a good fight, it's gonna be an entertaining night. Let's just say the least. As usual, guys, in the stream, I want to see who you're supporting. Are you here for Frost? Are you here for Monarch? Are you here for a specific player? Show us some love. The Firestorm says Sipsy. Yeah, we're gonna have to change the name of that, aren't we?
Of what?
The Snowstorm.
It
is a
Firestorm.
Yep.
Goodness sakes. That Pharah play, though, was good. Loutrex with the I love Psycon's Reddit Lucio. I have to say, I found this interesting about Psycon's Lucio play. Always on the high ground. Like, no matter what surface it is, Psycon just always seems to be on every single rooftop there is when playing Lucio. I don't know what it is, nor have I ever really seen a lot of people play Lucio that way, but it's incredibly impressive, and it's just incredibly distracting. So, hey, if it works, it works.
There honestly doesn't even need to be a high ground for him to have high ground either. He can just hug that corner all day.
Absolutely. Gotta love those updates. All right, looks like we're going to have a switch out. Death Sight is going to be switched out for Rogue Assassin. Hopefully those connection issues are taken care of, and we're good to go. And it looks like our next map is going to be Nepal. All right, here we go. I absolutely love Nepal for its quaint, transient, amazing hilltops and just so much peace and death and destruction and tranquility and you may not think those things go together, but there's a reason that Zenyatta has both a heal and Discord orb, because there must be balance. Where there is light, there must also be darkness.
This is one of my favorite maps aesthetically. This one and Hanamura are just two of my favorites. They're such beautiful maps. And I really love the snow aspect of Nepal.
Oh, absolutely. And many of the maps that we constantly see, and some people may not know this, but they're based off of real places, like Rialto. I had a friend's parents go for their 20th anniversary to Italy, and just the places that they were going matched so accurately the map of Rialto. It's just, I've seen pictures of Ilios, the real life Ilios location. Just absolutely gorgeous. I would love to actually go see some of these places in real life.
Round one.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and start off first match on Nepal. It looks like each team is going with the basic 2-2-2 composition. Dawnbreaker and Fire on the Hanzo and McCree, Clever and Sick Fotch on the Hanzo and Reaper. Question is, who's going to be putting in the more damage? And it looks like Dawnbreaker and Fire are going to be setting Nepal ablaze right now as they go ahead and get those quick picks. Krosky following up on Clever right there is going to make a very quick capture of the point right here. As they go ahead and push back, Sick Fotch is going to go ahead and take Jag the Nerd out of mech, but it seems to be worth it, the fact that they were able to capture the point. Rogue Assassin coming in on the Winston now. And here comes the Dragon Strike already from Sick Fotch, taking out Krosky. Fire's going to follow up on Sick Fotch, though. The trades are going back and forth. Jamako getting Fire, Dawnbreaker following up on the Sun, Clever on the Tracer following up on Zenthoxin. And that's going to be enough for them to take the point. 22% on the side of Frost right now. Dawnbreaker getting immediately pinned right there by Chimako. Ooh, incredibly unfortunate. With the percentage going up in Monarch's favor, that was an incredibly quick shift. Do you think that the distraction from Jag was worth it, Dank Monkey?
I don't think it was, because I feel like he was probably trying to chase somebody out, and he ended up getting caught out and not having the defense matrix for any of the damage that was coming past the Dragon Strike. It's definitely a problem.
Absolutely. Double kill by Fire, and Zenthoxin pinning Chimako. It's going to be a very quick 3 picks already. The High Noon coming in, not getting anybody. The kill coming in by Psycon on Dawnbreaker. And that is going to be a reclamation of the point, 46% for the side of Monarch. The hammer down coming in from Chimako, but the counter coming in from Zenthoxin. The Diva Bomb trying to get into the point, but misses. And the big old Primal Rage Monkey is trying to make something happen. but it's just not going to work out for them. They are trickling into the point right now. Clever trying to work in that backline, but Fire is going to put Clever in their place. And Sickfotch also being taken down by Xanthoxin. The Fire Strike taking out the Sun. Dragon Strike, I wouldn't say necessary with the stagger that they had going on, but hey, you know what? Hanzo tends to get those pretty quick nowadays. 64%.
It was hopeful.
It was. Just doing damage or just keeping them away from the entrance, you know. Alright, 72% to 46 right now as Monarch pushes back in. Xanthoxin getting the pin on Clever. Those are hard to get for the Tracer. And here comes the beat drop. Double kill from Fire and Dawnbreaker following up on Chimako. That's going to keep the point going in their favor. 85% right now. Just absolutely amazing teamwork right now from this team. Where was this team on? I have to say that it seems like some teams just have their certain types of maps. We've seen Monarch do an amazing job on the attack maps, and now we're seeing that Frost is just absolutely smoking on the side of Control. That hammer down keeping everybody off the point as Frost secures point 1 on Nepal.
Frost played such a different game than what they played the first map.
I have to absolutely agree with you. What do you think was the mitigating factor right there? What was working for them after that push back into the objective? What were they doing that Monarch just wasn't making happen?
I feel like a big thing was maybe their healing. With Volatile switching off of the Brig onto the Moira, they're able to get more heals than Monarch is with the Lucio and Zenyatta.
I can completely agree with that, and we're going to see a lot of switch-ups right now. Chimako, Rogue Assassin, Jag the Nerd, and Xanthoxin switching from the usual comp they were going to the Roadhog and Orisa. Clever on the Genji right now, as well as Sickfotch on the Junkrat. We're seeing Fire and Dawnbreaker, though, still staying on the McCree and Hanzo. The question is, will it be enough to do that damage? Clever getting that dash kill on Xanthoxin, Sickfotch following up on Krosky. Volatile just trying to hold on to the point right now as Jack the Nerd and Dawnbreaker follow up on a couple kills. Psycon getting that boop on Dawnbreaker, and the point is going to go right now to Monarch. Alright, the hooks are going back and forth between Chimako and Jag. They are trying to get into this objective, but with that boop factor, it's always... Oh, there we go!
Whoa.
Jag getting that beautiful, sweet hook on Chimako. I have to say, Roadhog is one of my favorite people to play on boop maps. Oh, it's just so loverly. Oh, Krosky almost getting booped right there, but Xanthoxin able to get Sickfotch. But they're not pushing in on the point right now, just continuing to get picks. Now it looks like they're going to go ahead and move in on the point. Volatile coming out with the Coalescence, trying to keep everybody healed up. Dawnbreaker with Storm Arrow on Rogue Assassin, and that's going to be a switch over. 42% for the side of Monarch. Krosky taking out Chimako is going to end that push once and for all. Clever retreating back, or trying to, it seems, but getting a little stuck. Or just playing a goofy Genji. Here comes the Dragon Strike, but not going to really do a lot of damage. They didn't really have a lot to follow to keep them in place. And here comes the Dragon Blade from Clever. Ooh, but the stun. The stun, though. Fire just squelched that incredibly quickly. Chimako and Rogue Assassin trying to use the same strategy. Psycon getting that boop on Fire to try to regain the point right now. It is a tie, 42-42. Now remember, Frost only needs to get this one point right here. Double boop from Xanthoxin. Gotta love those halts. Sickfotch coming in on the Pharah now, trying to get something happening. The High Noon's going to take that out rather quickly. Psycon going to get that boop a little too late, though, on Fire. Right now, Rogue Assassin, Chimako, and Psycon are the only ones on the point, as well as Kroski. Oh, the double bongos coming out, but ooh, Monarchs gets taken out rather quickly. The beat drop coming in from Psycon. Oop, the boop. Oh, not the boop, the whole hog rather. Kroski coming in with the beat drop as well. The Sun taking out Jag the Nerd right there. They are contesting as much as possible, but is going to get switched over right there. Kroski going for that hard reset at 87%. They have got some time to move in on this point. Dank, what took Monarch so long?
I feel that Frost held that point extremely well. They were really grouped up. That, and they had Volatile and Kroski just jumping back and forth, contesting point. One would get healed up and the other would go in, and it was working really, really well for them.
Absolutely, and people say that staggering is usually incredibly bad, but on maps like this, it can be incredibly beneficial. Double kill coming in for Sikvach. The switch coming back again. Kroski and Chimako going at it on the point. Double boop. Was that a double or triple boop?
There was one and then double.
Oh goodness, that boop. That boop. 87 to 87 right now. Monarch might be able to pull this off. Frost has one more push into the point with no ultimates except for Clever's right now. The question is, will Frost be able to come in? And here comes that Dragon Blade. Get the boop on fire rather quickly. Clever taking out Dawnbreaker. And that's going to make a quick 4-6 right now. The Coalescence from Volatile trying to keep everybody up, but it's not going to be enough. The whole hog and beat drop is going to clear the point, and that is going to be a point for Monarch. Whew! That was an incredibly hot match right there.
We saw the Coalescence come out from Volatile, and it would have been a really, really good Coalescence if only their team hadn't got separated into two separate doorways.
Absolutely, and Psycon with those boops. Oh my goodness, just every 10 seconds, all you see in the kill cam, Psycon boop, Psycon boop.
And I feel he'll be getting play of the game here.
Those environmentals take everything, man, I tell you. All right, final match here on Nepal. Here we go. It looks like Fire is going to be switching over to the Mei. Dawnbreaker taking the role of McCree. Interesting picks. I find this rather interesting. Looks like Sikvach is also going to switch over to the Doomfist.
I've seen a whole lot of Doomfist lately. I'm excited to see him play this for sure.
All right, so they're pushing it. Both teams are pushing into the point right now. Sikvach getting that hit on Zenthoxin right there. That's going to be a huge hit, but the pin's going to come in from the Sun. Psycon taking out Kroski, Rogue Assassin getting fire, and it looks like this is going to be in favor of Monarch right now. Getting the picks, Chimako getting Zenthoxin right there, and that is going to be a start off for Monarch. I feel like the switch to the Doomfist is definitely going to be helping them out on this one, especially with so many walls around the main objective. There's just like you don't even need that powerful of a shot to get that damage from the hit of the hammer, the hit of the hand to the hit of the wall. All right, they're going in once again. The Coalescence coming out, but the slick hammer coming out from Rogue Assassin takes out Zenthoxin. Jag the Nerd following up on the Sun. Clever and Jag right now fighting on the point, while everybody else is kind of taking off. Volatile and Kroski taking out Rogue Assassin and Chimako. Clever demeching Jag the Nerd. But Fire and Dawnbreaker are going to follow up on Psycon and Clever, retake the point at 41% for the side of Monarch. I like what they were doing right there. It seemed like Monarch got incredibly separated, and Frost just used that to their advantage. Jag was able to hold the point on their own, and the rest of them just focused at everyone on the point. What say you, Dink?
There were two completely separate fights going on there, and honestly, the team that won one of the fights first was the team that was going to win that entire team fight.
Absolutely. Here comes the Mei Blizzard. Oh! Gonna take out Psycon with that Diva Bomb. But gonna get an incredibly charged up Chimako. Here comes the Dragon Blade from Clever, but it doesn't look like it's gonna grab anybody. Just could not hold on to somebody. Volatile taking out the Sun, but Sick Botch and Chimako working on Jag the Nerd. Synthoxin taking out Sick Botch as well as Clever. And right now, it looks like Rogue is going to be the only one holding on. Krosky taking out Rogue Assassin, 58% right now. They're trying to stagger, and they have staggered Chimako. 63 to 41% right now. They're working incredibly well, retaking this point. That mate pick was just incredibly beneficial right now. It looks like Clever is going to switch over to the Reaper, try to get some more damage onto those tanks. What say you, Dank?
The mate pick is stalling a lot of pushes, helping the supports actually get some damage in so they can defend themselves on the back line.
Absolutely. I always tell people it's a distract-a-May scenario. Here comes the hammer down in from Rogue Assassin, but not a lot of follow-up. Counter hammer down coming in from Synthoxin. Cyclone getting that pick on Dawnbreaker, but Dawnbreaker getting the Sun before that. Chimako getting fire. Krosky following up on Clever. They're just pick for pick right now. Here comes the Meteor Strike in from Sick Botch. Trying to take out Synthoxin, but it's not going to be enough. Volatile trying to keep him up. The beat drop coming in from Psycon, just trying to keep the point alive. Here comes the Diva Bomb. Gets shot off the point. Doesn't take out anybody, but is incredibly distracting. Fire's coming back, taking out Clever, who switched over to the Tracer. Jag the Nerd taking out Sick Botch. And they're just back and forth right now. They're trying so hard right now. Ooh, and the boop off of the hamster. Boop, 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 boop. Frost is going to come back and claim victory, making this a 1-1 tonight, folks. We are in for some serious matches tonight. Psycon, as predicted, going to be coming in with one of the double kills. There's that first boop, and then the double boop. Yeah, it's always sad as Orisa when you get booped. Like, you press that protect just a little bit too late, and you're already in the air. It's just so bad.
I've had it happen way too many times.
Exactly. That's why sometimes I will play Orisa on, especially like Eichenwald, when people will play Lucio on that second part of the map where the bridge is at. Like, I every time I have protect, every time I see Lucio, I'm just like, nope, can't move me. Not gonna move me now. Nope. All right, so 1-1, folks. Oh, it looks like the chat is going crazy right now. Alex, are you with us to let us know what is going on in the chat right now?
Yes. Oh my god. I see a lot of hashtag nerf Psycon. This dude is okay. He's got my heart. He's so good.
Oh man.
Like, Psycon is Lucio and Anagos. Just saying. Otherwise, Frost. Wow. I am impressed. I definitely want to see some love for Frost right now in the chat, guys. Come on, show them your love. It's such a great comeback. I am so proud of them. Let's see if they can keep it up tonight, though.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to go ahead and take our 5-minute break right now. So while we're waiting to come back, please blow up the stream chat right now with who you want to win tonight. We want to come back to a lot of hashtags, a lot of love. We will see y'all in about 5 minutes.
Welcome back, everybody, and we're about to go back for the next game on Eichenwald. So far, the score is 1-1. So, what do we expect for the second half of this night, guys?
I'm not exactly for certain, Alex. Frost has put up an amazing attack and defense on Nepal the last match before the break, but Monarch was absolutely deadly when we were at Volskaya. So, now we're doing a capture and push payload map. Let's see what happens. How about you, Dank?
I'm excited to see Eichenwald. Eichenwald has a lot of really nice flank points that I'm excited to see both teams utilize.
Absolutely, and if we see some more of that Pharah play between Sikfach and Fire, we'll definitely see those flanks used to their benefits. It looks like we've got a happy birthday, Fire. Is it Fire's birthday?
Hey,
Yes,
birthday.
it is.
Oh, happy birthday, Fire.
Happy birthday.
You have been lit tonight, as the kids would say nowadays. So keep it up.
The kids would say nawadays. You feeling
Hey.
old yet?
I have hit 30. I'm officially part of the old people group. At least that's what I'm told. I try to keep young with y'all hipsters. All right, so let's go ahead. I love Eichenwald, especially after the Reinhardt cinematic came out. It just gave me a lot more of a touchy-feely with this map. Like every time I see a down Bastion, I'm just so sad. Just so sad.
I think seeing the throne room is the hardest part for me.
Yeah, I can understand that. That was rough, but nevertheless, Reinhardt had a sense of duty, and duty does not mean poop in this scenario, folks. Xanthoxin and Rogue Assassin are going to be taking on those roles, filling in the Reinhardt shoes as usual. Death Scythe coming in on the hamster, possibly. And it looks like we had a couple switch outs during the break on the side of Frost. Impact Series will be taking the part of secondary tank. Coming in on the Zarya, Epic Spinner taking primary heals for and doing Moira. Krosky switching over to the Zenyatta. And we also have Soltech in on the Hanzo. So lots of switches on the side of Frost for the second half. Let's see if that is going to be some beneficial switches. We're also going to see the Sun coming out with that Pharah instead of Sikfach. Oh, nope, never mind. Looks like they're gonna go on unlike usual. All right, let us go ahead and see what is going to happen. That early fire strike, Xanthoxin trying to get a little bit of ult charge.
Ooh, clever, over the top. Yeah, around the backside.
All right, Sycon just being a nuisance up on the high ground, giving too much room around the choke as they push in. Clever taking out Krosky very quickly. Sycon following up on Soltech. That's a 4-6 scenario right there, folks. Clever taking out Fire as well. They're just incredibly... all of them on the objective now, but we're incredibly spread out trying to take out Clever, and it's just not going to work out for them in this scenario. Capturing the point is going to make it 5 minutes, 40 seconds left on the clock to capture point 2. What do you think went wrong there, Dank Monkey?
I think Clever going over the back wall and surprising their back line just destroyed them. They all tried to focus on Clever, and everybody just came in rolling right behind them.
Absolutely. I always try to do the flank with the Pharah Diva over the side, but I always tell people, like, if that happens to us, like, main tanks, main healers, like, you gotta hold on to the choke, because if you don't, they're just gonna run right into us, and that's exactly what we saw happen right here. Alright, it looks like they're pushing this point pretty successfully. No picks yet. Sycon and Soltech going at it on the high ground. The hammer down coming in from Rogue Assassin, but is gonna get taken out by Soltech. Sikfach and Death Scythe following up on Krosky, Soltech, and Fire right there, and they're going to keep that payload bumping. The Nano hitting Sick Fotch. I'm not for certain what that was for, but Soltech giving some vivid imagery to Sick Fotch with that headshot right there. And they are pushing in to the second point right now. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock. Xanthoxin switching over to the Diva, as well as Impact Series switching to the Winston. Those are some interesting changes. I'm not exactly for certain what they're going for right there, but that Graviton has put them in place. Epic right now, the only one on the point, and that is going to make a 4-minute point as they go in to point 3. 5 minutes, 25 seconds left on the clock. Dank, they're having a difficult time right now. What say you about how they can make this work?
I'm not sure how they're going to pull this together. I don't think they should have switched out half of their team with the synergy that they had after winning that second map.
I completely agree with you there. I don't know if the switch of the main tanks to two I would consider off tanks would be the best, especially with Death and Rogue still on the Rhine and Zarya. You just have no protection against that. Storm Arrow takes out Impact Series. Death Scythe following up on Xanthoxin and Fire. The Transcendence coming in from Krosky just to distract on the point. Both healers are on the point trying to get some kills. Soltech switching over to the Pharah. The High Noon coming in from Fire ends up taking out Clever. And they might be able to hold this one off. The Sun and Impact Series following, or the Sun and Sick Fotch getting taken out by Fire and Impact Series is going to push back Monarch. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left on the clock. They have finally got their footing. The question is, will they prepare a frosty defense? Or will they meet an icy defeat? Let us find out as Monarch pushes right back in once again. Hammer down, comes in from Rogue Assassin, but only takes down Impact Series, the shield, protecting everything else. And here comes that Primal Rage. Soltech taking out Rogue Assassin, and just absolutely getting outplaced right there. Impact is doing an amazing job pushing everybody back right now. The whole team is kind of staggered. Krosky getting a hit on Clever isn't going to get taken out in that back lane again. But it looks like Xanthoxin's going to get demeched and taken out by Rogue Assassin. Epic Center taking out the Sun and Sick Fotch, and Krosky following up on Rogue Assassin. Going to be another hold. Couldn't even get past that choke point.
I don't know if they were fully committing to that push. It looked like they were just trying to get a pick or two while their team was still coming back, because it looked like they still had one or two back in spawn.
Absolutely, and with all the ults they have online right now, here comes the Graviton, but the Barrage is going to try to counter that. Death Scythe is going to take out Soltech, but Krosky is going to get Rogue Assassin. The Dragon Strike came a little too late, though, as the Graviton was already out by the time it came in. Fire's going to take out the Sun. Sick Fotch demecking Xanthoxin. They're trying to get picks, but the team is very scattered right now. Xanthoxin taking out Clever. Sick Fotch taking out Fire. Death Scythe getting Xanthoxin before the Remax. Soltech following up on Death Scythe. It's just back and forth with these people. Impact bringing out the Primal to push everybody back. 2 minutes, 18 seconds left on the clock. It is just going incredibly well for them. Soltech getting that hit on Psychon. Just wow. They're putting up an amazing defense right now, aren't they, Ding?
For sure. Unfortunately, Monarch used all the ultimates they have available, but now they do have Earth Shatter, and they have Dragon Strike backup already for that last fight. I think that their ult management hasn't been that great this game. They're blowing a lot of ults, and when they blow a lot of ults, they don't see a lot of gain.
Alright, here comes the hammer down, taking down 4. And it looks like we're going to have a pause in the middle of a huge fight. Oh no! What happened? What happened? What? Okay, I don't know what happened right there.
Oh,
Fire applause, but the triple kill That devil trigger from Fire. First the fire play, then the devil trigger. Oh my goodness. So we must have had like a partial disconnect. I don't know if maybe it was one of our spectators.
I have no clue what happened, but I'm really sorry about that. It usually pauses on disconnect, but I don't see any disconnect, so my apologies to the teams for that pause.
Well, I just held off the inevitable, I guess. Because that came really quick right afterwards. And it looks like once again they're pushing in. 60 seconds left on the clock. Frost is keeping a solid defense right now. Monarch is just having a hard time getting through this. They're just going back and forth, no picks coming in, but here comes the Diva Bomb. Boom! Rogue Assassin not able to get that shield up fast enough. And that is going to be a huge pick to start off the kills. Death Scythe is going to take out Impact Series, but not without taking out themselves as well. Sick Botch lighting up Fire. Xanthoxin's gonna get slept right there, but the Transcendence coming in from Epic Center is gonna try to keep everybody up. Nano Blade coming in for Clever, but isn't gonna get any picks. I don't know what's going on with Clever's just not getting the shots or what. Soltech coming in with the double kill right there, but they're still pushing the payload right now, folks. That Angry Monkey's coming in, trying to do some damage. Impact Series taking out the Sun. Clever following up on Xanthoxin. Just back and forth with the kills right now. Nobody's able to get one particular team off the point right now. It looks like Frost is trying to back up and get some space to group up. The shield coming down over the Graviton is going to keep them from moving. That Shatter coming in from Rogue Assassin right there is going to take out Krusty and Fire. But they are still not willing to give up this point. Impact Series taking out Rogue Assassin. Death Scythe following up on Soltech. Xanthoxin fighting as much as possible. The Diva Bomb coming in just to get that quick remech. Epic Center taking out Sick Botch right there. It's 2-4 right now. Make that 5-6 as Fire comes back into the fight. But they can't go that far away. Psycon with the beat drop. Here comes Clever once again. Will they be able to get those picks? Xanthoxin taking out Death Scythe and Clever right there. That blade is going to be useless right there, and they're Psycon and Rogue Assassin just trying to stay on the point as much as possible. Sick Botch is back in as Soltech takes out Rogue Assassin. It is an incredible fight going on here, folks. The Team Monarch is just trickling in because Frost cannot get enough shots down. Oh, the Diva Bomb getting held in the chandelier. But Soltech able to get that double kill. Xanthoxin killing Sun with the remech, and Krosky following up on Clever is going to finish this off.
Yo,
holy
Captain.
Goodness.
Captain, don't forget to breathe.
I can't. There was not a moment to breathe in that scenario. I breathed really quietly, like just little breaths. Woo! That was an incredible fight. Dank Monkey. How did Frost pull off such an incredible defense after such a push from Monarch?
That fight was just ridiculous. I think the only thing that saved Frost there was the spawn advantage. When you have spawn advantage, it just turns the fight, and they just couldn't get back there fast enough consistently to take that fight. Monarch put up a crazy fight to try to take that last point. Now we're going to see Frost on attack.
Absolutely, I have to absolutely agree with you there. If Frost is going to push past Monarch the way that they prevented Monarch from doing to them, they're going to have to be focused in who they're taking out, because that's what was keeping Monarch on that point. They weren't focusing key players. Like, everybody was just kind of taking out whoever they could grab, which can be important in some aspects, but when you have key players like Psycon, who for a majority of that match was just kind of Lucioing all around that objective, keeping it going, you gotta focus those key players. I'm really hoping that Frost is going to take advantage of that. As they come in on the attack, looks like we're going to see Death Scythe switching over to the Roadhog, which we've seen them do, which we saw them do on Volskaya as well. The question is, will the defense be strong enough without that Graviton? And there comes that hook and pin, taking out Impact Series very early. It looks like they're going to continue to go with the Diva Winston combo right here. Death Scythe is just cleaning up right now, though. We see Soltech still on the fire on the Mei. They're on the objective, just not getting kills to follow up with. Fire and Soltech taking out a couple right there. Death Scythe following up on Krosky, though. Gonna be a huge pick. Thankfully, Epic Center is right there to help out. 2 ticks right now. 3 minutes left on the clock. And they're gonna take it. And with the early pick on Rogue Assassin, gonna give themselves a little bit of room to be able to get in there. Sickbot switching over to the Pharah. I find it really interesting, the composition that Frost has right now. Why do you think it's working for them, Dank?
Soltech moved around the outside. When he moved around the outside, he drew attention from the main fight to the backline. And as soon as he moved that attention to the backline, the Mei was able to move in, make the freezes that he needed to, and then Soltech just had free reign. They didn't have anything to counter him at first, and it's easy shots on a frozen target.
Absolutely. Alright. It looks like the Blizzard's gonna be coming in, gonna grab at least 2 as Soltech and Impact Series take out the Sun and Psycon. Death Scythe also gonna get taken out, and they're gonna continue pushing that payload. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. They are doing an outstanding job. I question the forward approach, though. Maybe they're a little too split up, but they fixed that. Good job. Soltech taking the high ground right there, trying to get some damage. Clever. Oh! The Barrage comes in, takes out the Sun, but Death Scythe switching over to the Diva, takes out Soltech and Impact. That makes for a 4-on-5 fight. Krosky and Fire taking out Clever and Sick Fotch. Krosky coming in with that Transcendence to try to keep everybody up. Psycon on the Lucio once again. It's going to be Boop City if they're not careful. The Nano Winston is coming in. Rogue Assassin trying to do some damage, taking out some Thoxin. That Angry Monkey is going to push everybody back except Fire right now. And that is going to be a hold. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left on the clock. What was the switch that made it work for them, Dank?
I couldn't pinpoint it down to one thing. I thought for sure that they were going to get just absolutely steamrolled by that Mei, but they ended up pulling through, and as soon as they focused the Mei down, then it was kind of their fight.
I have to absolutely agree with that. You got to think, even if you got Mei protecting herself on the point and Icicle, you have to remember that it's like that's still time being taken away from the fight. And so being able to do that much damage, Diva Bomb already coming in. Oh, Impact, you could have gotten out of that shield, bro. You could have just put down the shield and ran. Psycon getting that double kill there on that DMAC and kill on Zenthoxin. 2 minutes, 43 seconds left on the clock. They are having a difficult time getting past this defense right now. And I feel like it's Rogue Assassin and Death Scythe, just their now maneuverability with the tanks that they have picked is making them an unstoppable force right now. It looks like we're going to see a switch of Soltech over to the Hanzo, though. I'm going to see the DMAC from Clever on Zenthoxin. Going to take out Epic Center as well. But we're going to see an angry Impact coming in, trying to push things around. Sickbot's trying to ult, but Fire's going to take him out. Fire's also going to take out Psycon. But Death Scythe and Rogue Assassin, once again, going to be taking out Soltech and Krosky. Just going to be following up on those squishies, just out of the way. Clever is going to take out Impact, and Fire's going to get taken out by Death Scythe, and that is going to be, once again, another hold. Dank Monkey, what is going on here? They were doing so well, and now they're just having a hard time pushing past this objective.
It looks like they're fighting as a whole different team now. Maybe it's the speed of the Winston and the D.Va. With their mobility plus the Lucio speed boost when he moves in as well, and that constant healing either way, then it's just not a pretty sight.
Alright, Death Scythe coming in with that D.Va bomb, taking out Fire. But the question is, will it be enough? Foch switching over to the Widowmaker. Interesting pick on this part of the map. I mean, you still have the high ground and the long sight line, so I won't be against it. But Soltech is going to take Death Scythe out of Mech. Clever getting the double kill, but Xanthoxin getting the D.Va bomb on Death Scythe. Right now they are fighting on the objective. Impact getting antied right there. Going to be incredibly difficult to hold that. Fire taking out Rogue Assassin with that Deadeye. Psychon the only one left on the point. You gotta focus that. Oh, then Boostio coming in. Death Scythe and Xanthoxin just going at it back and forth, but Death Scythe's gonna get D-Mech'd first. Clever taking out Krosky right there, and the fight is definitely in Monarch's favor right now. 15 seconds left on the clock. The D-Mech coming in on Xanthoxin, gonna get taken out rather quickly. 10 seconds remaining. Will they be able to get back fast enough? I don't think it's gonna happen. Soltech getting pushed back and taken out by Foch. Rogue Assassin getting taken out by Fire. The High Noon is gonna get that double kill, securing Monarch's victory on Eichenwald. Play of the game, Fire with triple quad kill? I forget. Let's see. Oh, triple kill. That's right. That was what turned it around for them at that point in the game. Getting that triple kill completely pushed Monarch off the objective. Unfortunately, they didn't have as much power on the offense as we would have liked. And the victory goes to Monarch, making that 2-1 here at Overwatch Cavalry Club Scrims. Dank Monkey, why do you feel that Frost wasn't, like, do you think that they should have made some switches, or do you think that just like their strategy wasn't working out? What are your thoughts on how that game ended?
I think a lot of it may have been their team comp. It seemed like they needed to run a little bit more of a tank buster, just because of how much trouble the tanks from Monarch were giving them with the Lucio speed boost on top of a Winston and a D.Va mobility. It just rolled straight through their entire team, and they needed something to deal with it. And with the Winston barrier blocking off all Widow sight line or anything like long range, then it wasn't easy to do.
Absolutely. I think pulling in a Junkrat or a Reaper would have been incredibly beneficial, helping out the team. Even if they, I would say, going back to the Pharah, but Death Scythe was doing an amazing job keeping Pharah out of the sky in the beginning. So I definitely would agree with you that a tank buster would have been incredibly beneficial, because it just seemed like Rogue and Death just were moving them around at that point. That the kills were coming in for them and nobody could take them out whatsoever. All right, it looks like we're going to be going to our fourth, hopefully not final game of the night. Alex, is it Watchpoint Gibraltar?
Yes, it's going to be Watchpoint Gibraltar. And I got to say, Frost, win this one. I want to go into overtime tonight. I believe in you guys. So we're going to go right ahead with Watchpoint Gibraltar right now.
Absolutely. We're going to see some switch outs here on the side of Frost once again. I pressed the wrong button. All right, we're going to see Pro Tracer come in, as well as... nope, I think Pro Tracer was the only switch out right there.
We switch Impact for Pro Tracer and Fire for Jag.
Ah, that's right. I thought there was a second one, but I couldn't tell. All right. Watchpoint Gibraltar, where it all began. The infamous Winston video. Hi, I'm Winston. No, that's not right. I just love that it took him all day to do that. Like, if you watch the sun in the background, it literally starts, like, bright in the sky, and then it's nighttime by the time he actually records the video he sends out. It's just, it's like, dude, come on. Like, come on. If it was that urgent, I think you could have gotten that video out just a little bit faster.
I don't think I had ever noticed that.
Well, when you've played the game as long as I have, you watch it, and my youngest daughter, she's 2, absolutely adores Winston. So I can never fast forward through it. So that's just something that I constantly have to watch every time I start up the game. And that's one of the little things that you notice. Like, he starts out, the sun's up high, and then by the time it gets to the end of the day, that's why you've got that dark, like, glow of the screen, menacing, like, this is the intense message I gotta tell you. So, let us see now, with Monarch being on the attack first this time. Let us see how this is gonna go. It looks like Frost is holding the high ground. Jag the Nerd and Sikvach taking out their Widowmaker skills right now. Soltech going on to the Soldier 76, and Clever on the all-famous Genji play that they do. Xanthoxin getting slept on the high ground. That's dangerous. Getting separated from the rest of the team thanks to Psycon, but able to get back soon enough. Sikvach getting that pick on Epic Sinner very quickly, and Clever with the double dash on Pro Tracer and Soltech. They have got to get this going. The sight's coming in for Sikvach, takes out Jag the Nerd once again. The D-Mech and kill on Xanthoxin. They are just absolutely dominating this point right now. What say you, Dank Monkey?
It looked like that was just a really long, drawn-out team fight where they got the picks early, and Frost never really dropped down to the payload to try to stop it. They were just pushing that whole time.
Absolutely. I think the picks on the healers to start out with, though, have been incredibly beneficial too. Like, Sikvach has just been taking out Krosky and Epic Center left and right, along with Clever. Here comes the Diva Bomb. Not gonna get anybody. Pro Tracer coming in with the hammer down, takes down 2, but not a lot of follow-up. And here comes Rogue Assassin in with that Winston play as they take first point. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left on the clock. Oh my goodness, and Rogue is just pushing far into that backline. The question is that going to be dangerous? And the answer is yes. Yes, that was dangerous. But Sikvach and Clever are just cleaning up on those that took out Rogue right there with the triple kill right there. And right now the objective is unopposed, just pushing right through. The sun just kind of chilling. Just chilling on the payload, don't mind me. And the team is incredibly separated right now. Pros able to D-Mech Death Scythe right there and take him out, but here comes the blade from Clever. Can Krosky get in there to prevent any others? Clever getting hammered down. Sometimes that solo hammer is worth it. Got Sikvach on the high ground. We see a switch up come in for Soltech and Jag the Nerd, switching over to the McCree and Reaper. And it looks like that's going to be a hold. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. We see Death Scythe and Xanthoxin just kind of going back and forth on top of the plane right now, while everybody else kind of fights around the objective. Sikvach getting the D-Mech on Xanthoxin. Gotta be careful. That Widow's powerful. Here comes the Diva Bomb. Doesn't end up getting anybody, but it allows Monarch to be able to get into the point. Death Scythe and Rogue Assassin following up. That Nano, but the Death Blossom coming in from Soltech. Able to take out Death Scythe and the Sun. Will it be enough, though? Psycon and Clever just bowling around the payload right now. Ends up taking out Soltech. Sikvach getting taken out by Xanthoxin. Psycon getting Epic Sinners. Xanthoxin the only one left on the point right now. Jag and Krosky just trying to do damage from a distance. Pro Tracer able to get on the point, and here comes the blade from Clever. Able to get Jag the Nerd and Zenthoxin and Pro Tracer. That's a triple kill right there, folks, if I've ever seen one. Team kill on the side of Monarch, and that's going to be a quick point two. 3 minutes, 46 seconds left on the clock. Dank, what has Frost got to do to be able to prevent this third cap?
Frost needs to shut down Clever. You need to shut down Clever, and you need to shut down that Winston. If you shut those two down, then they lose a lot of their damage and a lot of their backline harass. That's just absolute.
Absolutely. I think that's kind of the big things that they're going with right now. Soul switching over to the Hanzo as they go in for this team fight. Here comes the hammer down, takes down 4. Get the pin on Psycon. Diva Bomb coming in from Death Scythe. Doesn't get anybody. Jag the Nerd taking out Death Scythe before the remake, though. And that is going to be a hold. 3 minutes left on the clock. As Clever retreats back, Soltec taking out Sick Foch for that stagger. Oof. That switch up is just what they needed. It looks like Jag the Nerd already having the Deadeye. Will they be able to pull off what we've been seeing lately from Frost tonight? Clever trying to focus Jag right now as Jag already took out Psycon, able to be successful. Makes it a 5-on-5 fight. The Diva Bomb coming in from Zenthoxin, ends up getting the Sun, making it 4-on-5. But the beat drop is going to keep everybody up for the side of Monarch at the moment. Pro Tracer dashing back to the point, trying to pin somebody, but it's not going to happen. High Noon taking out Psycon. But Sick Foch has free reign on the high ground right now, just dealing out damage left and right. Epic Sinner trying to get back to the rest of the team. Pro Tracer and them just trying to hold on to the point right now. But a nanoed Rogue is not for an easy point defense going to make. The Dragon Strike coming in, taking out Psycon, but it's not going to be enough. Oh, but a Nano Diva too high in the sky. Going to make it incredibly difficult to stay on the point. Zenthoxin coming right back in. Rogue and the Sun just doing a lot of damage. The double hit right there on the hammer down from Pro Tracer ends up taking out Death Scythe. Ooh! That backswing from Pro Tracer on the bladed Clever. No bueno. But Rogue Assassin Psycon still doling out as much damage as possible. It looks like we see Jag the Nerd switching over to the Junkrat, as we saw a trapped Rogue there for a second. 60 seconds left on the clock. There's just so much going on right here. What are they going to have to do, Dank? What are they going to have to do to push past this?
Honestly, I think one more push and they have this done. They've been killing Frost fast enough that the only reason that they had a chance to come back on that fight was the spawn advantage, was a little bit of stagger time, the fact that they have to push to right outside of their spawn door. The time that it took them to push to the spawn door was the time that they had to respawn. And I think if they can get this just a little bit quicker on the team kill, then they'll...
Absolutely. Well, it looks like they're building up ults right now. The Sun coming in with the Nano on Rogue once again. The Diva Bomb comes in from Zenthoxin, doesn't end up getting anybody. Pro Tracer, Soltec, and Epic Sinner with ultimates on hand, but gets taken out before it can be used, or in the middle of being used, actually. It looks like it was negated. Dragon Strike on the point is going to take out Rogue Assassin. Jag the Nerd following up on Death Scythe. Zenthoxin following up on Psycon. The Sun being taken out by Soltec, and Clever, the only one left on the point. But trying to evade that coalescence is just not going to happen. As overtime ticks away, that is going to once again be a hold on the side of Frost. The question is, though, is Frost going to be able to bring a destructive attack? Or will we once again see Monarch hold that defense on first or second point? Dank, what do you think is going to happen?
What I think is going to happen is Frost is going to get very, very close and end up falling short. What I want to happen, I want Frost to just roll through this, and I want to see if it happens.
Absolutely. I agree with you. Go ahead, blow up the chat. Let us know if you want to see Frost win this map so that we can get to a tiebreaker game. Looks like Star-Lord's on board, so is Sips T. Come on, folks, blow up that chat. Da Peeps, rooting for Frost, Octo Hunter, and the O.C.C. Scrims. Getting on board with that. We're all rooting for you, Frost. Get that tie. Let's make it a 5th match here today.
No offense, I love Monarch with all my heart, but I want this tiebreaker to happen, so Frost, pull it off. Make it happen. Woo! I believe in you guys.
All right, let's see what everybody's coming in with right now. Looks like Jag the Nerd and Soul Tech are going to be on the Tracer Hanzo combo. So they got the close-up flank damage as well as the distance damage. Pro Tracer and Zenthoxin going for, it looks like they're going for a dive composition with the Winston and D.Va. We see Psycon as usual on the Lucio as well as the Sun on Ana, Clever and Sickfotch still on the Junkrat and Genji, and it looks like they're going counter dive with Rogue Assassin and Death Scythe on the Winston and D.Va. Let's see if they can pull it off. It looks like Epic Sinner, though, switching over to the Mercy. Those reses can be incredibly important, so let's see if they can pull it off. Soul Tech and Clever exchanging shots right there. Psycon demecking Zenthoxin early on, trying to get that kill, but Rogue Assassin is the only one on the point, getting taken out by Zenthoxin and Krosky right there. Death Scythe's going to follow up on Epic Sinner, though. Without that res, that's going to put them in a difficult position. Sickbot switching over to the Pharah. The question is, will Soul Tech be able to be enough hit scan damage to keep Sickbot out of the air? Or will Jag have to switch? Death Scythe getting the D-Mech on Zenthoxin. The kill coming in for Psycon, and here comes the D.Va Bomb. Gets a double kill there on Soul Tech and Krosky. Epic Sinner getting that rage kill. Getting rage killed, rather, by Rogue Assassin. And we'll see almost a push-off for Pro Tracer right there, but just wasn't far enough. They're pulling back to regroup. 2 minutes, 34 seconds left on the clock. Do you think these switches are going to be good for their hold right there? Dink?
I believe that the Pharah is going to be really good for them. They're going to be able to rotate through that high ground a lot easier now.
Alright, it looks like Soul Tech also switched over to the Pharah, so now we got the Pharah Mercy combo going on. Here comes a nanoed Rogue once again, incredibly dangerous. Jag the Nerd trying to get some damage down, but the nano kind of wears itself off. Sickbotch getting that kill on Soul Tech. The Valkyrie from Epic Sinner trying to keep everybody up, trying to get those kills. Jag the Nerd demeching Death Scythe right there, but the Blade will take out Jag. Sickbotch getting the D-Mech and kill on Zenthoxin right there is going to push the team back once again. 1 minute, 43 seconds left on the clock. Come on, Frost. Let's make this happen. All right. As they regroup once again, it looks like Jag and Soul Tech are switching, as well as Pro Tracer. Jag going on the Widow, Soul Tech on the Hanzo, Pro Tracer on the Reinhardt. Interesting switch to the Reinhardt. They're going to keep the D.Va, though. Definitely going to use that D.Va bomb to their advantage, hopefully. As they come in, Pro Tracer getting hit there by Sickbotch, trying to get separated from the team right now. But Epic Sinner is holding on. Sickbotch taking out Soul Tech early on. The D.Va bomb comes in. But that trans is going to hold the beauty bomb coming in from Zenthoxin. Krosky following up on Rogue Assassin. And Zenthoxin getting the Sun. Clever right now, the only one left on the point. Can they make the stagger happen? Yes, they can, as Zenthoxin follows up on Clever. And that's going to be a .1, folks. 3 minutes left on the clock as they push into the second point. What do you Do you think the Diva Bomb was really the only thing that helped them with that, Dank? Or do you think it was a little bit more strategy than that?
I think that there was a lot of the Diva Bomb. The Diva Bomb was very well placed, and a lot of Monarch just got super unlucky right there. Happened to fall into the sight line of it, couldn't get away.
Absolutely. It's so hard to get away from those. Death Scythe getting the double kill on Jack the Nerd and Epic Center. Clever demeching Xanthoxin, and Death Scythe following up. They're going to reclaim the point once again. 2 minutes, 25 seconds left on the clock. Frost has got to push past this defense. If they cannot push past this now, they're going to have a really hard time doing it when Monarch has the spawn advantage.
This is going to be a really hard choke for them to push past. With Sick Foch up on the high ground, he's always going to know which way who's coming from, and it's just going to be a really rough push for them, I believe.
Absolutely. It looks like Xanthoxin's going to get on the high ground. Triple Blade coming in from Clever right there. Nano Blade. But Jack the Nerd's going to follow up on Clever with that beautiful blow-up-in-your-face passive. Death Scythe going to take out Xanthoxin right there, and that's going to, again, be a point clearer. Jack the Nerd switching over to Winston, while Xanthoxin takes over the Widowmaker. I don't think we've seen Xanthoxin on Widowmaker.
I've definitely never seen Xanthoxin on Widow.
This is going to be interesting. I want to see it, Xanthoxin. I've actually been playing a little bit of Widowmaker this week myself, so I really want to see if there's been a lot of play going on in this. Jag the Nerd on the high ground, trying to fight against both Rogue and Sick Foch, but gets demeched by Rogue. Xanthoxin getting the pick on Sick Foch, though. A little too distracted. Death Scythe taking out Epic Center. Xanthoxin Poison Bomb taking out Rogue Assassin. Soltech and Pro Tracer following up on Psycon. And Death Scythe. The remake coming in on Death Scythe. Sick Foch back in the game, trying to get those picks as Widow. Clever's gonna be coming in. The Diva Bomb takes out Soltech. Clever taking out Pro Tracer and Xanthoxin right there. 35 seconds left on the clock. It looks like Frost is going to retreat for the moment, except for the fact that Krosky is greatly out of position. That stagger is going to be dangerous. With only 20 seconds left on the clock, they have one chance to push back into this objective and hopefully have their whole team there for the fight. Can they get there?
I think Monarch needs to hold extremely close here and just stop them from moving at all.
Well, it looks like they're going to trade off picks early on. Xanthoxin getting taken out by Death Scythe, but Psycon getting taken out by Xanthoxin. And they're able to get into the point using the Valkyrie to hold on. Sick Foch getting the D-Mech and kill on Jag the Nerd. And you'll see the hammer down and pin on Clever. It's going to be a huge one. Soltech getting taken out by Death Scythe right there as the rest of the team fighting desperately on the point. Epic Center getting booped out of position by Psycon. Xanthoxin getting the pick on Sick Foch, though. And there's just Krosky and Pro Tracer on the objective right now, which needs to be a huge focus. Jag and Xanthoxin coming in as the Blade comes in and takes out Krosky and Xanthoxin. As soon as they're getting to the point, the Diva Bomb in the back line. Not taking out anybody, but Jag the Nerd follows up with Psycon, Rogue Assassin, and Sun, taking out Jag the Nerd. Soltech switching over to the Tracer to try to stay on the point. Epic Center trying to do some damage, but it's not going to be enough. The double kill coming in from Sick Foch is going to secure a third win for Monarch tonight. Amazing job from both teams tonight. The score does not do Frost or Monarch justice because these were both incredibly close fights. Triple kill from Xanthoxin right here. Beautifully placed. Unfortunately, they just could not get past that Monarch defense. Dink, what do you think that they should switch around next time around?
I feel they needed to switch Xanthoxin to the Widow maybe just a little bit sooner. He started doing really well as the Widowmaker, and I feel he was more of an asset to the team as Widowmaker than he was Jag played a very good Diva, and I really enjoyed watching Zen play the Widow.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you there. Sometimes, but it's all part of the game. Sometimes you try to get those switches earlier, but people have ultimates or this, that, and the other thing, and yeah, you try to make work what you can. But tonight, the victory goes to Monarch. Alex, why don't you start us off since we have missed you so much with your player of the match?
First of all, everyone in the chat, go ahead. Let us know who your player of the match is. For me personally, I'm going to go with the birthday boy tonight. Snow, fire, however you want to be called. Dude, I am so impressed with the work you've pulled tonight. Amazing plays. Really. Snow, you've got my vote tonight. Keep it up. I want to see more of that.
See, I didn't know that Snow and Fire were the same person. That totally, like...
he just loves to confuse us. He just loves to confuse us.
Hey, he's not the only one. There are plenty of others that have switched their name, Lucifer, to try to confuse us. But absolutely, I have to agree, Snow did an amazing job tonight, but I think I'm going to have to give my love to the combination of Tank's Death Scythe and Rogue Assassin tonight. Just absolutely great synergy between the two of them. And you just constantly seeing the switch out between the two. Like Death Scythe would get one pick, go back for healing, and then Rogue goes out for another pick, comes back. And it was just this constant cycle of having that huge meat shield up front, taking damage and doling out damage. So Rogue and Death, y'all got my vote for tonight. Dank Monkey, let us know what your player of the match is tonight.
I'm going to have to give it to Clever. Clever had some huge ultimates that definitely turned the fights in the way of Monarch, even when they weren't looking so good for them. Just all of the the Dragon Blades coming out. Everyone, blade after blade, was just ridiculous, and it helped them so much to get this victory against Frost.
Absolutely.
Also, I want to give a special shout out to Zen as well. I've seen some impressive ults, and I have never seen Zen Widow before, so well done. Going in the chat real quick, Grant says, Death Sight. Excuse me, I cannot English. Nice. Tilken Heel says, Fire is my player of the match. The peeps, Clever and Fire. We got Hereditary with Impact Series, Tipsy with Xentoxin. And everybody's talking about how these were good games and how close it was. So definitely, I want to see more of this Frost. So you guys keep practicing, and next time I want to see a tie, please.
Absolutely, we definitely want to see that match 5.
We got Otto Hunter with Impact. We still have. I'm seeing a lot of love for Impact right now.
Absolutely. Impact was doing an amazing job, and I don't think I've seen Impact play on Frost before. So I always love seeing new blood on teams that we've had for a while, because it can really change the way the team works together. Sometimes just having the right people for the right maps. We see this in Overwatch League and the World Cup as well. You know, you make that one switch of a person and the map just goes incredibly better. So just a lot of great plays tonight, a lot of love out there for both of our teams tonight. If we don't have much else, as Loutrex would normally say, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your grandma, your little sister, whoever it is that you know loves Overwatch or you know would love watching this, bring them on in next Thursday, 8:30 Eastern Time. We are going to be seeing, I believe, teams 5 and 6, or 3 and 4, right? Do I got that backwards?
Thursday, we're going to see the Silver Team.
I believe it's Horn Beast and Jebaited.
That's right, 5 or 7 and 8. That's right. I always forget their numbers. So feel free to join us next Thursday. I can't English tonight either. Goodness.
Or 404.
And so
again, as usual, guys, thank you so much for the love and support, and we will see you next Thursday, 8:30 with Baited and Horned Beast.
Woo woo! I'm Captain Jack.
I'm Dank Monkey.
And I'm Alex.
We'll see you next time.